You're watching 2 News at 6:30.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kristen Remington. Ryan is on paternity leave. Thank you for being with us. Although the deadline to submit a ballot in Nevada's primary election has passed, candidates may have to wait days before learning the final results. However, we do have a look at some of the early numbers. The Associated Press has declared Mark Amodei the winner for the Republican primary for District 2. He beat Joel Beck and Jesse Hurley. Amodei has represented Reno and Northern Nevada since 2011. Amodei will be facing off for that seat against either Patricia Ackerman or Clint Cobley. Early numbers have Ackerman with a strong lead, but again, this is just a snapshot from today. We have a ways to go. In Southern Nevada, Dina Titus, who previously ran for governor, won her primary in Nevada's 1st congressional district. She defeated Alan Reinhart and Anthony Thomas. Titus has represented Central Las Vegas and the Las Vegas Strip in Congress since 2012. Officials say the 2020 primary election was successful, especially when you compare voter turnout with previous years. Paul Nelson gives us a closer look at the increase in participation despite the lack of high-profile races here in Nevada.
The 2020 primary election is all over other than the counting, and there's a lot more of that thanks to what could be a record-setting turnout at 27%.
I anticipate when all is said and done will be somewhere in the range of 420,000 ballots cast for this primary election.
That's about 90,000 more than the 2018 primary. Thorley says 98% voted by mail, and that helped with voter turnout.
Other states that have made the switch to voting by mail, primarily all-mail elections, have all seen an increase in turnout.
The numbers in Washoe County are even better so far at 32%. It has received more than 95,000 ballots, including mail-in and early voting. 12,000 came today.
It looks like yesterday and today's ballots that we received really has increased the number of voters that have cast their ballot in this primary election.
Some voters did have to wait for about an hour and a half to vote at Washoe County's in-person site. Spicula says most voters didn't mind the wait.
I walked the lines many times throughout the day. They seem to be in good spirits for the most part.
Washoe County chose to have just one voting location to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. More than 1,400 voters showed up. For the most part, voting in person instead of by mail was a personal choice.
The majority of voters that were voting in person simply just chose to vote in person because they didn't want to vote by mail. So we didn't see the big turnout wasn't a result of people needing to be there, as people wanting to be there.
Covering the story, Paul Nelson, 2 News.
Thorley says the general election will be much more standard like we're used to. One new law lets you vote at any location within your county. And for the latest results here in Nevada and for major races across the U.S., be sure to keep it here with 2 News and CBS News for Campaign 2020 continuing coverage.